my hat. I can't be seen without my hat, so I had to go back and get my hat. So how's everybody doing this morning? Good morning to everybody. What? Got a groom. uh, Happy Thursday. Hope everybody's having a good day. We're getting closer, you guys, with your help. We are at, let's see, what are we at? Yes, 2260. Okay, I'm going to pin that up at my, at the top of my chat. So, good morning, Jamie. How you doing, brother? Hey, I tried to make a comment on your little putt-putt boat, but it wouldn't let me comment. David Carlisle, good morning, brother. Thank you for coming to my house. Appreciate it. Appreciate you spending some time mounting these watch hours up slowly but surely. So, thanks to all of you. We have gotten to 2260. God bless you all for being here for me. There we go. 20 at a time. We'll get there. Yes, I like the little putt-putt boat. Is that one of those? Is that one of those baking soda boats? You put baking soda in it and it makes the propeller turn, or is it a wind-up? AP, how's it going, Luke? How's everybody out on your new homestead? I'm doing good. Everybody mark on your calendars. I don't usually tell people things like this, but just mark on your calendars to keep me in your prayers on, I believe it's Wednesday the 15th of November. As just a small procedure, Roto-Rooter on my left leg. So they're going to take care of that to try and give me a little better circulation, and which never hurts to have better circulation. So just got approved for that and set the date. So toes healing up fine, I think. We're going to look at some Susan B. Anthony's, mostly 1979s. There's a couple of errors that we might find. You never know. We'll look anyway, right? So it'd be nice if my chat, if I didn't have to swipe my chat all the time to get it to come up. I looked up a thing, how to put up a chat box, but it didn't work for me, so I at a loss as to why they make the chat disappear. It goes whoop, and it's gone, and then I gotta touch the screen to get it back, and Can you imagine if you had to do that on yours, Luke, when you're talking to people? You have to. Yes, I liked the boat. I needed to know whether it was a wind up or is it powered by baking soda. Because I used to have a submarine like that you put baking soda in it, and it would putt around, but it putted around under the water, and the baking soda made the propeller turn, kind of made a little baking soda jet back there. Candle power. Oh, you light a candle. Oh, I've seen those too, where it heats it up and makes it turn. That's cool. T-Rap, good morning. Good morning to you. William E. I don't see you, William E. So anyway, we're going to look at some Susan B. Anthony's here. And I'm going to turn the camera down to the table, and we'll give some coins a deco. Yeah, a little bit. There we go. Let's see how this works out. So there's a couple of yeah, 1979s. There's a couple of different things. One, I'll show you some pictures. What we're looking for. Let's put this here. Let's get situated. And we'll probably need some light here. But one is that D right there. And that's an S. And that's a filled in S, it looks like. Okay. Uh, maybe not going to be able to see so well. No, that's not going to work. You got to have the light. Yeah, let's see. Let's see if we can get it a little bit clearer. Away from get away from the light a little bit. Not working so well. Oh, that's a little better. Okay, not so blurry. But there is a filled in S. I don't know whether that qualifies for a filled in S. Because you really can't, you can see that it's an S, but Hey, there you are, William. You can see that's an S, but it looks filled in to me. I can set that one aside and see. But the other, there's a filled in D as well, where the D is with no hole in it. And then on the back, right up here, why this was doing better right up there where the United is. Let's turn it this way. Okay, I don't see anything there. Right. Let's see. Do I have something handy here? I think I took away. This will do. Right in here, there's a crack, a die crack right in here, and so we're kind of looking for a prominent die crack right through this area. And another thing we can look for is the wide rim. So the rim here, if it's almost touching, see how far away the 9 and the 7 are? If it's almost touching that, then it's a wide rim. So we can look for that. That's kind of an easy thing to look for. So we'll just kind of take a look for everything here. So that looks like an S, but it's not real clear, so it looks like it could be filled in. Well, let's see what the next one provides us. Okay, this one's a definite P. Definitely no wide rim. So nothing there. Then we look back here for the die crack. No die crack. Okay. So there's a 1980. Oh, I thought I pulled up a 79. Okay. I have some 19. There's nothing about 1980 that I know of. So I don't think it has any die crack or anything. Let's see. So there's a 1979. It has not got a wide rim, right? The D doesn't look filled in to me. It looks like there's a divot in it. It's not real prominent, but it's a divot. And then across the United States, yep, I don't see a die crack. The die crack is located right across the top. So it'd be a line that goes right across the top there. So okay, nothing there. So here we go. Definitely no wide rim. It's good distance away. The D is not filled in. And no prominent die crack. There's something about the globe on the 1979 too, but I don't know exactly what it is, and I don't know what to look for on the globe. There's something about this globe right here that there's an error in it. But I don't know what it is. I couldn't. I found a couple that said that the error was in the globe, but I couldn't tell the difference between the one they said there was an error in and a regular one. So okie dokie, here we go. All right. Now I think that's a P. No? No, that's a D. But that one looks kind of filled in. But it doesn't have a wide rim. No. I have to look into that further about that D. And no die crack. Oh, she's got a goatee. I think that might be a P. Their mint marks are not really well done on the Susan B. Anthony. It's really there's no clarity to it. I don't. No wide rim. And get that out of the way. Come on. There we go. That's better. No die crack. Okay. This is where I need a scope. If I'm going to look at teeny things like that, this is good for getting up close, seeing the coin itself. No wide rim. But looking at these little things here, I think you need a scope to get in there and really look at it to see if there's something really going on there. And I don't see a die crack. See, all those mint marks look filled in to me. No wide rim. And I don't see a die crack. So we're likely not going to find this, but I said we were going to look at Susan B. Anthony's today, and that's the only thing that I could find that would be easy to look for. Okay, it's not a wide rim, and that mint mark still looks filled in to me. Whether it's an S or a D or a P, I'll have to get in closer to see what they are. Is that like the red book? A coin book? And I don't see a die crack there. Now the die crack should be easy to see, and the wide band should be easy to see, but definitely not these mint marks, because that looks like an S to me. Does that look like an S to you? But without getting closer, with a good scope type thing, because this just gets blurrier as it gets closer. It's clearer here. But, so and no die crack across there. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. No wide rim there. And no die crack there. Okay. Um, I have close to 100. That's not a lot, but I have close to 100. They have 3 mint marks? Oh, okay. They have the San Francisco has 3 different styles of S mint marks. Is that what I'm getting out of that? So we just went through 10 or 11, 10 or 11. And I have close to 100 Susan B. Anthony's, not all 79s. Probably have 75 1979s. Okay, not a wide. And no die crack. And not a wide rim. And doesn't look like there's a die crack there either. There's a little line there, but I don't think that's a die crack. No. You see the line between the D and the S? I don't think that's a crack though. It would go all the way across with a ridge. That's too faint. Okay. All right. Not a wide rim. You can't see. Oh, the line. Yeah, it might be me. I just saw what looked like a line across between the S and the D. Could have been just a scratch. See, this one doesn't have that. Well, yeah, it does. Just come on, hold still. It has a ridge between the D and the S, but I don't think that's a die crack. I think that's just the way that is. A scope would definitely do better at seeing. I think that's just the way it's molded. No, I don't have a scope. That's the thing. If I had a scope, I'd probably be using it right now. Scope would be cool if I was to do a lot of this. I'm not a real coin guy. I just have some coins and I can't hunt, so I am trying to fill some time and give you guys something a little bit interesting to look at so that I get some watch hours. Okay, no wide rim. Huh? So no crack either. Okay. Not a wide rim. Come on. You can do better than that. There we go. Up. There we go. Okay. Not a wide rim. And I don't see a die crack. So the S is in 3 different fonts. Well, that's interesting. Why they would do that. And I have no idea what that mint mark is. It looks like an X to me. Doesn't look like an S, it looks like an X. Like xylophone. Do they have an X? that, okay, I don't see a die crack either. Thank you guys for coming in here and watching me flip coins here. We might find something interesting. You just never know what you might have picked up when you decide you're going to save things. There's an S. Now I can tell that's an S. Which one is that? 1, 2, or 3? T-Rep. It's not a wide band. You know, it's not. You see it better there? Huh. Well, that. Come on. That looks like a square type S, huh? Huh. Yeah, the closer I get, the worse it gets. Huh. Sorry about that. Just not. Okay. Oops. So busy looking for the S, didn't look to see if there was a die crack. Nope, no die crack. Not a wideband. And I don't see a die crack. I'm going to have to find out about that globe, though. It makes me really curious. Not a wideband. It's another S. Looks the same as the other one. And no die crack. That's interesting. What happens if I do that? No, you can see the die crack easier, but it doesn't make the mint mark any better. Okay. Not a wideband. And no mint crack. P is the only wide rim? Oh, well, that's good to know. I didn't know it was just a P. So, if it's an S, we won't be surprised. Okay. Have well, there's a P, okay, but it's not a wide rim. Okay, well, at least we got a P there, I think. Well, no, that's a D, isn't it? Yeah, that's a D. It's not a P. And no mint crack. You know what? I don't recall what the mint crack or the mint crack is. Let me see. Probably don't have to be looking at all of these for. Don't know whether it says about the mint crack. What? Let me see. Looking for. It's the D that has the mint crack. So we're cool. Most of these have been D's, I think. There's a D. No? That's an S. Pretty sure. Yeah, that's an S. Okay. So I don't need to look for the mint crack on the S. Okay. And the P, we're looking for a P for the wide rim. And there's a P, but not a wide rim. So that wouldn't have the mint crack on it because it's not a D. Okay. I'm catching on to this. Getting around to it's been saving these for years. Since we used to get a lot of Susan B. Anthony's and a lot of Sacagaweas. Not so many of the president dollars, but when I rode the train, every once in a while I would put a $20 bill in the ticket machine and get change back, and they always give you dollar coins as change. So, and then she picked them out of her change, and whenever we got one, she put it away. So, let's see. There's a D. Right? Is that a D or a P? D. Okay. So we look for the crack here. No mint crack. No die crack. So, yeah, we just collected change. We had, at one time, we had one of those 5-gallon water jugs, you know, for the water dispensers. It was better than 3/4 full. When we could keep the kids out of it. So there's a P, no wide rim. Okay. I could see that P really well. And that looks like a D. So that wouldn't be a wide rim, but it might have the die crack. And I don't see the die crack. Yeah. And we've got, I've got all that change that I've dug up, but errors are really hard to find on the stuff I dig mostly. Like 95% of everything I dig, errors would be the least likely thing for us to find. So, where we got here? Here's an S. So, guess there's other things we could be looking for, but I don't want to be looking for everything, right? And there's a D. And so, do we have a die crack? No. Nope, I don't see a die crack there. And there's a that's a D. So if I turn the coin just a little bit, I can see it better. Can you guys see better when I kind of nudge the coin? Try to keep it in focus. Yeah. And no die crack that I can see. Okay, here. Oh, this one's got lots of. So she's got almost a full beard there. Hey, Buddy Biggs, how you doing? Thank you so much. Yeah, appreciate the like. I do, I do, I do. Appreciate you coming by and spending a few minutes. At least spend 6 minutes if you can. So that looks like we've got a D there. That looked like a D. Yeah, okay. And I don't see a die crack. Okay, that looks like a D. And I don't see a die crack. This is pretty good. I mean, it's not the best, but it's good. You know, I'm liking it. If there was a die crack there, I know I could see it. Mint marks are pretty junky, though. All right, that's 30 down. There's a D. Careful, buddy. Family friendly. Family friendly. Okay. I know. Hang out with me some and you'll get better at it. Thanks for coming by, buddy. Appreciate it. And that's a P? That looks like an F to me, as in Frank. Hey, Gregory. Good morning. So no use looking for the die crack there. And that looks like a P. No wide rim there. No, that's not a P, that's a D. Ah, that's definitely a D. Okay. No die crack there either. It's a D. And no die crack there either. And that's a D. And no die crack there either. There's an S. So nothing to look for there that I'm looking for right this second. Does that look like a 001 TU T-rep? Let's see if I can. I wish I. You know, no matter how good the technology gets, it just ain't good enough sometimes. There we go. Is that better? Ah. Yeah, I can't see it all that well either, T-Rep. It's not you. Yeah. I think it's a type 2. I wish I could just find that sweet spot to get them to focus in good. But send them to you, huh? Yeah, well, it might be a while before I get a coin scope, but we will save them. We will save them. We're not going anywhere with them. We'll, if I ever do get a coin scope, we'll definitely have to revisit our Susan B. Anthony's and our Sacagaweas and see what we can find. There's another S. And our president coins. I'm sure there's flaws in the errors in the president coins too. There's another S. I think. Yeah, that's another S. Yeah, that's a different font. That's a rounded one instead of the square looking one. South of Disney. No, we're north of Disney. Yeah, we're ways north of Disney too. There's a D. Now that looks like it has some kind of, oh, that's a scratch right there. That's a scratch. I thought it was raised there, but it's dug in. So let's see if it's got a die crack. Nope. Well, I'd love to meet up with you to have coffee, T-Rep. I really would. That would be a great time. But you don't have to bring a coin scope. Unless you're going to bring it for your own use. Okay, we got to. I'll have coffee with you anyway. There's the D. And I don't see a die crack. Okay, well, I'll bring my S's and we'll look at the S's. So we've gone through 40 now. We still have a few to go. So we will definitely take a look at them, T-Rep. There's one right there. I'm pretty sure that's an S, isn't it? Yep, that's an S. So we'll separate out the S's and take a look at them. There's a D. Do we have a die crack? No. There's another S. And there's a D. Thinking that's a D. Yep. You know, T-Rep, Gregory lives real close by me. So maybe we can all get together, have coffee. That'd be up to Gregory, though. He might not want to hang out with two old codgers like us. Cool, we can go detecting someplace. all of us. Gregory and I have been meaning to get together and go detecting. It's just that I'm healing my toes, so we haven't yet, but we will. And if you get here, we could all go. What stinks? Is that an S? That's an S. Now, I wish you could get here too, Jamie. Actually, I wish that getting around to it and I could get there where you're at, visit you. Yeah, we can all go detecting by the time he gets down here. When do you think you're coming, T-Rep? What'd you say? In April. Cool. That my toe will all be healed up by then. Hey, Treasure Woman, thanks for popping in. We're looking at some Susan B. Anthony. Is that it? It looks like a D. The little dot there fooled me for a second. Okay, let's see if there's a die crack. We're just looking for a couple of errors that might be in some coins that's getting around to it, and I collected mostly her. She put them away. She collected them out of her change, and whenever I got some, I gave them to her. No die crack. And another S. I think that's a D. Oh, yep, that's a D. Yeah, you don't want to yell that. No die crack. I think that's another D. Wait a minute. No, I don't think, no die crack. There's another S. Is it? Isn't that an S? Ah, it's so hard. It's really weird that that's the only thing that's really hard to. Yeah, I think that's it. Yep, that's an S. Okay. The stack is getting bigger, T-Rep. That's a P. No wide rim. No wide rim. Hey, Gregory, do you have any videos that you've shot while you're metal detecting at all? Magic. Okay. There's a D. No die crack. There's a P. No wide rim. That's not a P. Is that a P? That looks like a P. No. And you turn it a different way and it looks like a D. Okay, that's a D. No die crack. Well, when we go out detecting, we'll get you some shorts and some videos. So D. And no die crack. There's a D. Oh, come on. No die crack. Steady up. There we go. It don't matter how old they are. Are they on your phone? Or are they on a GoPro? Or come on. Alakazam. Is that a P or a D? You know, sometimes they look like P's until you do this and then they turn into a D. Magic. I know how that is. I wasn't making videos, but I was hospital and homebound for near 5. Actually, more than 5. 2015 to 2021. So almost 6 years. I was in and out of the hospital and mostly homebound, housebound. 2020 till spring of 2000, well, until December of 2020. From January to December, I was housebound pretty much. Yeah, well, that could be dangerous. This is really kind of neat, trying to find something here. There's another S. I'm pretty sure that's an S, yep. I don't have very many Philadelphias, so the wide rims are kind of not showing up here. There's another D, though. Yeah. I agree, Gregory. I have been blessed by God that I had a daughter and a wife that helped me out. They were going to cut off my leg. I was at the doors of the operating room and they were going to chop off my leg. And my wife and my daughter and two of my doctors stopped them. But I've been to the brink. That's why I'm sitting out for this month. This whole month I've been sitting it out. No VA, just regular old insurance. You know, the insurances can do you in. When I was in the rehabilitation hospital, rehab, after they took a tow, and they did such a shoddy job of doctoring and just caretaking. They were going to take my leg, and they don't want to mess with it, right? They just say, "Oh, chop it off. It's okay." There were so many people in that place that I was at that had gone in for minor wounds on their feet and lost legs. And I was in a room with one guy. He came in and he was wheelchair bound, and he got a wound on his foot. They brought him in, and the insurance cut him off, and he had to leave. He came back, and he was a little worse off than he was, but it started with a blister and wound up, they took his leg, and then I never heard from him again. After I left, they took his leg, and I never heard from him again. I tried to get in touch with him several times and never could. So I don't know what happened to him after that, but I know that they they rushed him through like they were rushing me through. The um, only thing that stopped them in their tracks was my wife and my daughter. And my infectious disease doctor and my vascular doctor said they could save it. They didn't need them to cut my leg off. So I'm still walking today because of them, all of them, especially mainly my wife and daughter. So God bless them both. And I've been blessed. Oh, they're not in business anymore. They sold out. The people that were running it, and the insurance company has, I think, been taken over by Optum. There's a D. You know, hospitals aren't necessarily the safest place to be. Come on. There you go. No die crack. So anyway, and that's why I took this last month off so that I wouldn't wind up in one of those places. So I was unable to quit digging. I was going almost every day. There's another S. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, blistering. Oop, come on, there's a D. Why are you not focusing for me anymore? There you go. Now, sometimes, I'm amazed how many people do live through hospitals and rehabs. I'm not saying there aren't good ones out there. It's not what I'm saying. An S. I think that's an S. Another S, I think. Yep. I think that's an S. Wow. Yeah, I got a bunch of scars too. I got missing toes. My feet look like alien feet. I'm sorry to hear that, T-Rip. All in your mind, huh? Yeah. Well, I do know. Is that a P? I think that's a P. but it's not a wide rim, is it? Oh, yes, I did. Like, you sent me a pile of stickers. You did send me a pile of stickers. Like I told you, I'm saving my superlatives for the mail call, and I'm going to do that mail call right after my live here. As I did the mail calls on my live, and uh, hardly anybody saw them, so I want more people to see the mail calls, so I'm going to do them separately. So right after my live today, I'm going to do 2 mail calls, and yours is one of them. I really enjoyed opening your package there, Gregory. No min crack. Okay, only got a few more here. Another D. No mint crack. This microphone working out all right? William, are you hearing me all right? Okay, so this microphone is working great. So that's good. Yes, no? What's that mean, William? Yes, no. Yes, it's working. No, you can't hear me. Yes, you can hear me. No, it's not working. I don't know. I think you're just out there in San Bernardino area, right? Out in that area. You know, I have a poor volume on my phone too. My phone uh, doesn't play real loud on some things, but other things it does. Like the YouTube channels, it doesn't play so loud, but you go into Instagram and it blasts you out. I don't understand that. I think it might be a YouTube thing, partially. Come on, there's another D. Well, didn't get any flaws. This time I got one more. Oh no, I've got a whole. Another stack over there. Huh? Wasn't looking far enough over. Come on. The D. Yep. I still have a couple to look at. No die crack. So far we've gone through 70 coins, 73 or so coins. And I think I've got another 10 to go here. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yep, 10 to go. All right. There's another D. And no die crack. Another D. No die crack. Well, we're trying, aren't we? Well, I can get it a little closer, but I don't want to be picking up all the puzz. Come on. The D. No die crack. Okay, another D. At the end here, I've got a couple that are kind of unique, I think. At least one that's unique. No die crack. It was a D, right? Yeah. Come on. No die crack there either. Now, this coin is filling my screen. Is it filling your screen? I hope it's just filling the screen and not overflowing. There's a D. No die crack. Hello, David. Putting the period on it. Another D. Oh, cool. So we've not got a die crack there. We've got 3 more coins to go there. Another D. No die crack. Okay, that's 80 coins. Another D. No die crack. And last but not least is, I think, an S. Yep, I believe that's an S. Okay, that's 82 1979s. So, let's see, I've got some 1980s. Let's see if there's anything about a 1980 here. 1999s. What do we got here? 1999. 1999. 1999. I've got some 99s here. See if there's anything to do with those. So we've got some 80s, I think, here. A couple. I'll take a look at those. I'm just, yeah. Okay, oop, 1980. All these 1980, I don't think we have very many 1980s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we got 5 1980s, and I think we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. 13 99s. And I'll show you this one, which I thought was pretty cool. I'd never seen one before. So we have a colored Susan B. Anthony. Okay. Thanks for the tip, William. Yeah, I'll leave that one up for a little bit. toilet paper or well, you know what? We might have to spend those coins one day. We didn't really realize until just this weekend that, or actually Monday, I think, that we had this many coins. We knew we had a few, didn't know we had that many. Yeah, kind of. Well, I think that the paint goes out past her nose. That's why it makes it look like her nose isn't as big, because her forehead, yeah, on the paint. If you look at the, yeah, it does look like somebody painted it. But they all except for the ones that are recessed that have the enamel in them. I think any coin that has been colored looks like that. So right here, see how that part of her nose is filled in, the paint comes out over it, makes it look like her nose is less prominent. It doesn't stick out as far because that part right there looks like it matches her forehead. If you take that away, then it makes her nose look bigger. But the paint, yeah, I don't know whether this was hand painted or not. I have absolutely no idea. But it is a D. So but it's a 99. I don't think that the die crack was in the 99, just in the 79. We'll look anyway. That's kind of a neat coin. And it very well could have been. But it looks like hair, doesn't it? The design underneath the paint looks, it looked pretty good. Well, let's see, put this in 1980. Got any hints, T-Rep, on the 1980? Susan B. Errors. Okay. See if there's anything easy and prominent. I don't see. Where it took me. Okay. I'm going to have to look up the 1999 painted one too to see if it was hand painted or processed. I don't see anything here in this thing that they took me to that shows, points to the error. Closed date. Oh, close date. The 1980 P has the wide rim as well for the close date. Okay, we could look for that. See if any of them are P's. And that's a D, but that date looks just as close as. Does that look like a close date? Definitely looks like the date is sitting on the edge, doesn't it? Oh, all the 80s were wide rim? But that's not an error then. Why are they selling it as an error for the date to be close to the wide rim? Big rim closed date. All 1980s should be wide rim. Okay. Then why are they asking $2,000 for this one? Because it's a wide rim. I don't know if anybody. I'm not going that deep, T-Rep. I'm not going that deep. I'm just showing what they're asking. The asking price is $2,000. That would be just too coincidental if that was. Let's see if the others. Okay, there's one. And that one looks the same, right? And that one looks the same. If all the 1980s are, if they were really truly worth what this guy wants for them, I'd have like $10,000 sitting right here. Would that be rude or what? You got okay, there's got to be something weird about that. What? Now here's a 1980 for $3.98. So what about the other one? Doesn't have anything about the other one other than it's got a big rim, closed date. That's what it says on it. Here's one super rare 1980 filled P mint mark. Air wide rim. Susan B. Anthony, $299. 1980 Susan B. Anthony big rim, closed date, eagle on back. I don't know, eagle on back. What about the eagle on the back? They all have an eagle on the back. See, I need things that are right in my face. I can't decipher some of this stuff. I don't know what they're. I guess if you know what the flaw is in the eagle on the back, then I don't see any difference in his eagle and my eagle. So, eagle on the back. I don't see anything about that eagle that's different than that eagle. EDR, double die. This here, the only thing difference I can see is right right there. It's got an extra feather right there on this one in his picture. It's got a more prominent feather there than this one does. See, this one doesn't have that prominent feather sticking down there, right there. Right. Yeah, might be that just there's a mar in this picture in the phone. I don't know. I don't really see a difference. Oh well. Suffice it to say, I'm not rich. Because I don't think that anybody would pay $2,000 a piece for these just based on it being a wide rim, right? Okay, what's with the 1999s? Let's see if I got a YouTube. 1999. How you doing, David Carlisle? How's the sea doing? Are you feeling any better at all? Are you still there, David? I hope so. You know what? Getting around to it, and I use is emergency and zinc. For some reason, the zinc helps. Don't know whether you uh, use that or not, but let's see. Let's see. Put something up here. I'll put the colored coin back. Sorry, William. Let's see if they've got one. Can you hear that?
So next up here is a 1999 P mint mark
Oh,
Susan B. Anthony $1
I know I don't
coin
have one
that
of
has
these.
been broad struck out of collar. Created this time by PCGS at a mint state 65. This coin sold for $235. I think this error kind of speaks for itself. Very noticeable, obvious type
I
of
don't
mint
have
error.
one of those.
Now here, does not have any coin mistakes or mint errors. It is the 1999 D mint mark. You'll see that D mint mark there on the left shoulder, right above the left shoulder. And this is graded by PCGS at a mint state 68. This coin sold for $720 at auction, all because of its grade, its condition. So the best grade you can get is a 70. This is at a 68. If there's only one or two that exist at a 68 from 1999, then that's what drives up the value for this coin. Now, if there's thousands at 66 or 67, you might get $10 out of them, if that. But to have it at a 68 is rare because there's not many that exist in this condition. And it's very hard to get that grade. So if you compare it here to a mint state 64, 1999 D mint mark, same exact date, same mint mark. It's just got two different grades, which are two different conditions. Only 4 grades apart. This coin only sold for $10.
Better.
Just like I had said just a
these,
second ago. So
all these coins are in really good shape,
actually.
actually.
That has an awesome mint error. It's been double struck.
My best ones look like they're P's.
So you'll see the reverse design here at the top of the obverse of the coin, where that double strike is taking place. Of course, that strike is 85% off center as well. And then you'll see the top of the obverse design here on the reverse as a result of that. So this coin sold for $1,200 at auction. Now here's the double strike that is much more difficult to see, a lot different than the previous double strike we just looked at, but you can definitely see it. It's very visible if you inspect your coin closely. You'll see that it has the 2 sets of the edge reading there around the rim of the coin. So this coin graded by PCGS at a mint state 61 sold for around $100 at auction because of that mint error. So that is something that I feel like could be passed up. It's just not as noticeable as some of the other errors. Kind of like this one. This one's pretty noticeable. The coin was struck 15% off center, and this dollar coin sold for $223.
That's just really obvious stuff that I don't have.
I think it's pretty obvious there at the bottom or the top of the coin here on the reverse. 1999 Susan B. Anthony graded by NGC at a mint state 68. It's a nice grade for a mint error.
Nearly 1 billion people around the world experienced hunger last year.
$2,000 coin. That's a grade of a mint state 68 by PCGS. This next coin is the same exact date and mint mark, 1999 P mint mark, that is graded at a mint state 65 instead of a 68. Only 3 grades apart, and this coin only sold for $12. It's because a lot of these coins have been graded at a 65, but only, maybe 1 or 2, depending on the grade population. You can look that up on PCGS.com. 1 or 2 maybe exist at a mint state
uneducated
68.
eye. Some of these look really good because they don't have a lot of scratches on them or anything.
Based on the grades very common coins like
Not
this
a lot of wear.
are pretty risky to grade if you're trying to get that 68. You know, you really have to educate yourself on coin grading and, you know, feel like you're really got a chance at getting that top grade. And if you don't, then it's not really worth grading because it's only, you know, $1 coin that's going to be worth $10 if you don't get the top grade. But here's a 1999 with a perfect grade Susan B. Anthony dollar coin. It is the proof coin.
Yeah, I don't have a proof coin either.
So this is what you will see in your 1999 proof sets. So a lot different than your regular business strike coins. These are much more detailed.
Yep,
Have that
I don't
mirror
think I'm going to
shiny
find
finish.
anything
It does have that perfect set.
besides grading and at the 99s. Yep. Yep. We have a roll of Sacagaweas someplace. We know we have it. It's been never been opened, so at least never been opened by us. So I don't know what might be in it. I don't know whether it's a brand new roll or a re-roll. Anyway, we're a couple of minutes away from 2 hours here, guys. You've been so great being here. David, I'm glad that you are feeling better. What's that, Gregory? Coinoscope. It's fantastic. It gives you errors on coins. I've not used it. Like I said, I'm not a coin guy. I've reverted to this just because I'm, whoa. Oh, I just, at one glance, it looked like the date was something weird there, but it's a D with some scars above it. It's a P. It must have been this one. But just had a couple scars above it that made it look strange from a distance here. Looked like it looked like a happy face type thing, like a wow face, doesn't it? Did it look like that to you, like a wow face or a? I don't know. Maybe it's just my imagination. But you guys have been great to be sticking it out here, and much appreciated. For real, guys. You guys are the best for hanging with me and being here. I'm going to have to find out. I didn't look that up. Before I go, maybe I'll look it up and see if there is a painted. If this was just hand painted by somebody. If they didn't make them, then that might be the case, that it's just plain old hand painted by somebody messing around. Painted 1999 Susan B. Anthony's. No, it was a colorized one, guys. They did make them. Whoop. They made them. Yeah. So they did put them out. It wasn't hand painted. Might have been hand painted by somebody that put them out, but I think they were done. This one is a D. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, this one's a D, so it must have been Denver. I don't know who painted them, but doesn't say who painted them in here. So there we go. All right, you guys, I'm gonna let you go. Don't forget to go see each other, check each other out. T-Rep, look forward to you coming out in April. Gregory, look forward to getting with you a little sooner than that here soon, but I will be back out there hunting soon. So you guys have a great day. Hang on 1 second here. There you go. Have to say goodbye in person. Peace, everybody. I hope that you have a great day. God bless you all for being here and hanging out. And, you know, you guys are the greatest. You really are. And you all have a blessed day. As T-Rep would say. Really. Later, Gators. Hunt well, stay well. Let's hunt.